Hey, how's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the Stratus Network. It's been a long time, and I could explain that, or I could actually talk about something, as opposed to being one of those YouTubers that makes a lot of update videos on when the content's coming, and not actually making any content. So, don't get me wrong, I've probably done that in the past, but anyway, moving on. So, Stratus, since we've last been on it, has now updated the versions you can play on, because before it was, I think, only 1.9 and up, and now you can play on any versions between 1.7 and 1.12, so kind of a big difference. Which is why I'm now gonna win every game I play, because really that was what was holding me back, of course. My supreme skill, as you can see, is largely only in 1.8. I'm of course the best player there. See, look at that. Look at me go. Look at me. I'm so good at this. Like, wow. See? So good. So, anywho, currently we got the Christmas maps out, so that's exciting. This is both one of my favorite and least favorite. Favorite because the core is Santa Claus's beard, but least favorite because I don't know. I don't know. Something about this place bothers me. It does. Oh no! You stop that. You stop that. How dare you? Anywho, today we're gonna be talking about my experience in the Minecraft PvP community, not just the UHC community, but I'm gonna talk my PvP origins, because I don't think many people know this, but I actually have been playing Minecraft PvP for upwards of 5 years now. So, back in 2012 I began, when survival games was fucking huge. And back then, as I'm sure you know by now, my IGN was Sega Sonic X4 Ev. Because I love Sonic. I love him. He's great. He's the best. Not as good as me. That's not true. Anyway. So, that's a fucking ambulance. But yeah, I've been playing Minecraft PvP for 5 years now, and I started with MCSG, and I remember I played a few hundred games of MCSG before I won one, and it was like always the hunt for that elusive win, because I was just so horrendous. I was playing on a Mac that you saw me upload some record runs with recently, except the difference was back then I don't know the reasoning why, but I was only ever getting 30 FPS, even though on this I can kind of get like 40 or 50, which is definitely better. Not great, but better. And of course I was just an idiot. I was, I think, 13 when I started playing, so not quite the same. And I remember my first win was I was playing with my buddy Noah, and we were on a map, the MCSG, official MCSG2, which always has been and always will be my favorite PvP map, for the pure sake of memories. It's just so big and awesome, and I love it, and I want to do stuff with it. I kind of plan to do a little group event with it on the channel, you'll see. Not an MCSG, because, well, frankly, group MCSGs are a little outdated. I might give it a try, but definitely going to do something with it. So, anywho, always was my favorite map, and my first win was on that. My teammate died like halfway through the match, and I ended up winning with a few kills, and I was over the moon happy. Because for me that was insane. I was horrendous. I mean, Noah, the guy I mentioned before, I think I killed him out of our hundreds of fights 2 or 3 times. And that's not an over-exaggeration. I really was that bad. Not to say I've gotten much better, but, you know. So. Which, by the way, I'm actually, like, doing... And I know this is going to sound sad. Better than usual, honestly, right now. I'm just not very good at this game. Oh, man, the beard is, like, really dying. You may not modify these blocks. Where's the fucking beard, then? Where even is the beard to get rid of? Like, goddamn, man. Well, oh, I killed someone. Would you look at that? Huh, now I killed myself. Would you look at that? Oh, our beard is almost gone. Or no, wait. Yeah. No, our beard is almost gone. That's the problem. Is it, though? Doesn't look very gone. Doesn't look it. Not sure, though. Anywho. So yeah, I was ecstatic about that. That was 5 years ago now, when I stopped playing MCSG. I don't remember how I found the group, but I think... Actually, so it all started, actually, when I found Minecraft, and Minecraft UHG subsequently. And that was because of Paul Soares Jr. That is who introduced me to UHC when I saw him in Minecraft Ultra Hardcore Season 9. I was like, oh, whoa, what's this? This looks pretty goddamn cool. And, it was pretty goddamn cool. It was the first ever Ender Dragon Rush UHC, and it was freaking amazing. That was my introduction to Ultra Hardcore. But that didn't really get me into Ultra Hardcore. That, however, well, I mean, it did, but it didn't get me big into it. What got me big... Is this the beard? No. Man, what do they want me to break? Like, I have limits, man. I have limits. And lack of skills. So that actually brought me into a little subgroup where we did PvP maps, because I was introduced to Neon Poop, and you might know Neon Poop, Sam, aka Lychee Boy, and him and this guy Ultras951 I met in UHC. They needed a team, and I was like, yo, I'm a guy, and I could team with you. And they're like, oh, sure. And we did it, and it was awesome, and I got to know them. And then they're like, hey, you want to come play some PvP maps with us? It'll be really fun. And I'm like, no, I'm better than you. But they begged me, so I said yes. And eventually, when I did say yes, they were on their knees crying for my blessment. Is that a term? Let's hope it is. I joined the group, and that is when I started playing. I think the first thing was Calamity, which you might remember. It's kind of fallen a bit into obscurity now. I feel like Obscurity is the name of another PvP map. There's a lot of PvP maps, man. I mean, just the truth of the situation. So, man, where is the... What are we supposed to break here? I don't understand. Yeah, this is about right. Of course. No. Okay. Idea, that's a guy. I'm really low, bud. Why do you not want to... A Bajo. Oh, my man. Okay. Is this it? It is it! Hello. What the fuck? What do you want me to break? Eh! Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. So. Wait, did we win? Am I an idiot? Maybe. I'm not a smart person. Abajo means below in Spanish. Did you know? I'm Cuban, so I should. God bless. Anyway. I don't think I've ever mentioned that. Getting very goddamn off topic here. But. PvP maps, Calamity. Calamity was basically a... Think of it like Dota, but Minecraft. Like equal lanes defending map. Where the goal is to be inside the other team's core for as long as possible. Until eventually you... Because when you're in the core for a bit, you light up lights, and then when all the lights go up, you win the game. First team to get all the lights up wins the game on the other team's core. And there's a lot of ways to do that, and it had a lot of strategies, and frankly, it was kind of the most awesome freaking thing ever. And eventually, I found out that there was tournaments for Calamity, and I thought, holy crap, that's so cool. So, I don't remember if I was the one who had anything to do with the original arranging of the team, and I don't think I was. But I joined this team called the Crafty Ninjas, which is a funny name looking back. But at the time, we thought we were cool as hell. So, it was myself, DJ Sprayk, which you might have heard of. He's in the UHC community as well. It was myself, DJ Sprayk, and oh shit, that's not good. Myself, DJ Sprayk, Super Dude, aka Zeneker. Zeneker you probably heard of. That's how he and I actually met, was through that little group. And I'm trying to think of all this. I don't think that guy KTR bot was the guy that was in the same tournament but on a different team. That's my phone ringing. I will get that shortly. But I don't remember who the fourth was. I know there was another guy. His name was Matt. He was on the team, but I think I was the one to replace him. Oh, Sean Duckman. Sean Duckman was another one that was on the team. He was there. Andy Boy on Alert was actually on the original team, but I'm pretty sure by the time I got there, he was nowhere to be seen. Not certain of that. So, oh God, hello. Goodbye. Okay. Yeah, by the time I got around, Andy Boy was gone. So that was the team, and we actually made it really far in the tournament because we learned all the tactics. We were the sweats. We knew what we were goddamn doing. And it was cool because we were kind of the underdogs in the tournament, and we made it all the way to the finale. That was exhilarating. Because back in the days, Minecraft PvP was not this incredibly common thing. It was not nearly as the giant that it's become. I don't know if it still is, but you know that it has been at points, and it was kind of fucking amazing. We made it all the way to finale. We beat. I think we had to beat 2 or 3 teams to get to the finale. But we made it to the finals. And I was generally the mid player. I don't think I was much of an offensive one. DJ, I think, was generally the defense. Super Dude was definitely always the offensive guy. And there's usually 2 tactics being tunneling or straight up offense. And Zeneker, Griffin, I'm just gonna call him Griffin because that's what I call him. But Griffin was just straight up offense, and DJ Sprayk was along with some defense. I think I might have been the defense actually. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure I was the defender. And DJ Sprayk was the tunneler. He was a sneaky boy. And we got so far, and we pulled off some clutch shit. I think there was at least one game we were just kind of dominative. And in the finale, we fought a team that we hadn't heard of to this point. But later on, I would find out the relevancy being it was their team name was Mindcool, which if you're an ultra hardcore Reddit member, you will absolutely recognize that name. And that team consisted of Scorpion, JG, Preambly, Sergeant Gnome, and I don't remember who else. But consisted of those guys and other people. It was 4 players a team, but I don't remember who their 4th was. The Reddit post are still up, so I could definitely look, and I might just link them just for in case anyone's interested. But so that's where that was. And we got there, and they were just kind of pummeling us all fucking game. Like, every attempt we made was shut down quickly. They were getting through spots we had no goddamn idea how. Part of it was they were out PvPing us, but not by a huge margin, if I remember correctly, because this was back when, like, all of us were, like, really good at the game. Like, believe it or not, there was a time when I was a very, very good PvPer. Obviously, that time is long gone, but it did happen in the past. And more importantly, Super Dude was insane back then. Like, everyone always thought he was hacking. Myself, too. Like, truthfully, I can't think of how many times, man, I just said, dude, honestly, you're my friend. If you just cop up to it now, we can still be cool, like, I swear. Because he was just so goddamn good at Melee. He was so good in general, but Melee especially, it was crazy. And mind you, of course, this was a time before rods were really used in PvP. They were usable, just nobody did use them. And this was also in a PvP map where it wasn't ready, but anyway, they just kind of kept going at us. We made a lot of late game pushes, and it did come out to be a very close game. And if I remember correctly, we actually reached the time limit, because although you're supposed to win the game by getting all the lights shining, you can also win by just having more percentage towards the goal at the end of a certain time period, which was 45 minutes usually. And we reached that, and it was, I think, 87% to 75%. We had the 75, so we did lose the game. And we were really upset, because, like, that was huge for us. I mean, that was really the craziest gaming experience of our lives, for all of us. It was just so much fun. It was so amazing. And that was definitely one of the most fun experiences I've ever had in the game of Minecraft. Which, if you didn't notice, is a game I like a lot. So I've played it a lot. And that is definitely one of the most memorable experiences, by a long shot. So, across from that, or after that, I got more and more into UHC. The tournaments kind of become less interesting. I did have the PvP group, Packed Ice, for a while, which was stemming from that group that we created shortly after. It was made by myself, Hi, I Am Wayside, who was a member of another team in that tournament that we met through there, and DJ Sprite K were the three original creators, assuming I'm remembering correctly. God fucking damn it, I'm an idiot. So, let me see if I can actually push and get through, because that would be kind of awesome. I keep getting stuffed, but no. Okay. That's why. Am I on fire? What the fuck am I? Oh my god! I don't like. Stop that. Stop doing that. How dare you? How dare you? So, Packed Ice lasted for a pretty long time, and I didn't know it, but after I left, it actually continued on. I mean, I knew it continued on after I left, because I eventually left because I think of, like, arguments in the group about, a lot of it was, I was often the host, and, like, I didn't really get a lot of credit for it, or alternatively, like, just general disagreements that doesn't really matter now. Point is, I left, and I later found out that the group continued as, like, this off-branch of, like, the fucking UHC community, which was really weird to me when I found this out, especially when I found out how long it lasted after and how much it changed, because, like, the group of people that I knew was totally gone and replaced with just a totally fucking different group. So, the only people you might know from this group was, obviously, Super Dude, Kiram. Probably you would know, oh, no, you will. Likely you're gonna know Edvin. If, again, for Reddit UHCers. If you're not necessarily a Reddit UHCer, these names mean nothing to you. But, you know. So, oh my god. I want that stuff, don't kill me. I said, I want this stuff, don't kill me! What the fuck? Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. So, that's what happened there. That's what happened there. And I think people that got in, like, far after I joined, or left, was, like, Matthew, Dita. Those are the two that I remember that were like, what the fuck? How did that happen? I don't know. I just know it became a largely UHC group that was very weird to me. So, oh, and yeah, maybe really old UHCers might recognize the name, if I could think of it, was L something. He was from Ecuador, and he was always laggy as shit. Pissed everybody off, but we liked the guy, so it's cool. And another thing to notice, by the way, in case you're wondering just how sweaty I was back in the day, I really got annoyed at people that were bad at the game. Like, and this is actually a true statement. If you ever ask me to play Calamity, I will, without fail, always say no. And that is because there are a few people in the UHC community who ever got into Calamity to the level that I did, and consequently know the game as well as I do. So, I get very fucking competitive, and it's incredibly frustrating when either people do not listen to me, or, like, it feels like I'm getting outplayed by a tactic that I know I could easily counter, but yet I'm still getting beat by. Because when you get so good at something, and I really was at some point very good at Calamity, it's so frustrating to just go so far downhill. Because it's not like a game like UHC where there's any off time. You can kind of relax and have some fun. No, Calamity is all action all the time, very intense. And, yeah, I I don't play Calamity for a reason, because I like keeping friends. Not having them leave me for being a huge dickhead. Because, I was an asshole. I'll be the first to admit it. I was a pretty big dickhead when I played Calamity. I can get really mean, and I did not like that side of myself, which is why I stopped playing. Because I don't like the competitive side of myself. On this channel, you've probably never really seen my competitive side, and I plan to keep it that way. But yeah, so I'm not very competitive anymore for those reasons. But I used to be a very angry person, and that only ever changed when one day I played UHC. I got killed by a guy you might know, GOLP, and I was so angry that I spammed him in chat saying "fuck you." But I spammed him so much to the point where he used a large GUI size. He actually couldn't see what was happening in the game, and he was really distracted. Because I mean, I kept going for minutes on end. I was so mad. It was horribly immature, and I just kept going and going, and he died because he just couldn't tell what the fuck was going on. And he was like, his chat was so fucking invisible. And after that game, someone just said to me, "If you keep doing this, I'm not gonna be friends with you. That's like, it's terrible." And from that day on, I fucking stopped raging, and just kind of, my competitive side died off to an extent that day. I think that's a very good thing that it did. So, that is a short little story for you about my time in the PvP aspect of Minecraft. The UHC community is a whole nother story that I might just delve into another day. But that's all for that. For now, I kind of want to try and make a rush before I end this video. See if we can get something going, because I can't just leave you hanging, can I? But hey, that's just a theory, a Stratus theory. Yeah, fucking. Which, by the way, the server has been doing really well since the last time I posted a video. Usually, like, there's a lot of people on. At prime times, there's upwards of, like, 100 on. And that's crazy for, like, because I've kind of seen it grow, because I didn't get there that early, but I've known this server for a longish time. Long enough to say that, yeah, no, it's come a long way. And I'm friendly with one of the admins, as you probably noticed since he's in Desire now, Amactus. Who's an awesome guy, by the way. Which is another reason why I like the server, because the administration is just fantastic. Along with being just good moderators, they're great people. So, and just very likable people. So, I have a lot of good things to say about the server. So, if you want to get into the Minecraft PvP community, this is where you go, my man. Which actually, OCTC was another thing I played a lot of when I was doing that PvP map thing. I never played a tournament. Well, actually, here, this is one last story I can tell you before the end of the video, being the one OCTC scrim I ever did. I was on multiple teams. I never really participated. I think the most notable team I was on was this team called Apollo. It was consisting of a bunch of UHCers, being Fairy Juice, Antibama, Scopehead, Geistbuster, other guys. For the Win Kittens, I think. Pretty sure. Not certain, but I think so. Which, by the way, we had like a custom texture pack. And, like, I remember thinking, damn, dude, we got our own texture pack that nobody else has. That's fucking awesome. And it was made by Geistbuster. So that was cool. That was very cool. But I never partook in anything they did. Although, I don't remember... Oh, Jake Galador Smith. That's another one I remember being on that team. I don't remember, though, if I really... like, how much they did as a team, because it's not one that, like, brings up any memories now. Kowalski was probably on that team, because he was just generally a big OCTC player, always, so... Oh, hello. Can't think of anybody else, though. Can't think of anybody else. I just know we got our custom pack, and I thought that shit was awesome. Especially because it looked really cool. I might try and find it. Assuming I can get my old hard drive to function. I really hope I can, because that shit was amazing. It was like, it looks so fucking cool, dude. It looked really goddamn cool. I'm gonna try and find that shit. Anywho. Yeah, my one OCTC scrim ever was for Super Dude, Xenoger's team. Because they needed someone for a scrim. I defended. I didn't do that bad. I didn't do that great, but I didn't do that bad. And hey, isn't that what matters? Isn't that what matters? Look at me getting kills. Look at me getting kills. Oh my god. I'm just shooting into nothing. It's great. One last thing I want to say before the end of the video. Pack. Smooth AF, purple edit. Making a bunch of color packs. They'll come out soon. Don't worry. I've been making these really quickly because the first one, and which was this one, was the only one that was difficult to make because I actually had to do stuff for that. But since then, it's just kind of recoloring, so no biggie. I should be done relatively soon. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the 5 kill streak, baby. So, this game might not end for a while, so I might just end the video here. Ooh, after I get some more frags, that is. So, with that being said, thank you for watching another episode of Stratus. I'm aiming to get a lot more Minecraft PvP videos up, mainly consisting of Bed Wars and Stratus, because I don't really like UHC much at all. Like I do, it's just very sporadically. I like streaming it just because I like streaming, and I know UHC is what people like to watch, but I definitely prefer to stream or just do anything other than UHC in Minecraft. SMP recently is something I've actually been doing a lot of, and I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, if you want to not have fun in Minecraft, play UHC. That's how you do that. Man, it took them a long time to kill me. I know I was kind of sitting behind people, but like, I got lucky as hell there. So, anyway, thank you all for watching. This has been yet another episode on the Stratus Network. Go play on it. It's fun as hell. Subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, don't unsubscribe, preferably. And, hey, if you enjoyed, I'd appreciate leaving a like and maybe talk about your experiences in the PvP community. Be nice to have a little chat in the comments. So, without further ado, bye-bye.